What a game it was for the Black Meteors as they came up against Congo Brazzaville in their first game at the Under-23 AFCON. The Black Meteors nearly lost grip of their 3-0 advantage as Congo Brazzaville scored 2 late goals to end the match 3-2 in favor of Ghana, with Ghana picking the 3 points. But there are lessons to be learned from this game, and I'm here to bring you my analysis and breakdown of how Ghana performed in the game against Congo Brazzaville. Before we get into it though, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get right into it. And head coach Ibrahim Tanko named his starting 11 for Ghana's game against Congo Brazzaville, who were making their first appearance at the tournament. And these were the players who started for Ghana in the game. So in goal post, we have Danlad Ibrahim. We also have Ernest Nuama in the starting lineup, Emmanuel Yeboah, Terry Jedbe, Dominic Nsobela, Abdul Fattah Isaaku, Aaron Essel, David Opon Afrani, Sylvester Simba, Daniel Afriyie as the captain, and Edmond Aku Mensah as the final player on the starting 11. So these are the players who started. My first point that I picked up from this game is that Ghana had a very good start right from the get-go. By the 30th second, we had a very good chance, which I felt Daniel Afriyie should have taken his chance, but unfortunately he couldn't do that. Then also came a chance for Ernest Nuama. He also fluffed it by the 3rd minute, and I think that Ghana had a very bright start, but unfortunately we let go. And that leads me to my second point, because after that quick chances in the game, the Black Meteors quickly lost control over the game, and it was Congo Brazzaville who controlled the first half. And I think we only played the first 10 minutes. The rest of the 35 minutes, it was Congo that were controlling and moving into our own half, and we were playing like half back throughout the first 45 minutes of the game. And I think that it was really bad for Congo to have taken over the midfield. We lost grip of the midfield. Anytime you saw Ghana picking the ball, it was only because we were clearing our defense and all that. I think that it made things very difficult for us in the first half. The third lesson I learned from this game is that Daniel Afriyie is very rusty. Yes, Daniel Afriyie is really rusty. Charlie, the guy struggled. He no sit up in this particular match. One top, and Charlie, the chances were not even coming, and also he wasn't even putting pressure on the defenders. You saw when we played Nigeria, although Ghanaian player Afenajan was not getting much of the chances, he was putting pressure on the Nigerian defense, and I didn't see that much hunger in Daniel Afriyie in the game against Congo Brazzaville. And I think that he has to step up. It doesn't mean that you are the captain, so you have to play in every game, and I think that Daniel Afriyie must step up on his game, because he was really rusty. And I think that Daniel Afriyie in the next game, if he started as a substitute, it shouldn't be any worry, because if you are not performing at club level, how many games has he played since joining FC Zurich? Not enough game time, and that is what is leading to his rustiness. Coach Ibrahim Tanko shouldn't be using big names to start the matches. Whoever is capable and is competent should be made to start the game. So our fourth point that I pick up from the game is that Coach Ibrahim Tanko took a very bold decision in the game. Yes, taking off Daniel Afriyie after the first half is something that is really hard to do, to take off your captain and someone who has come to the ranks playing Ghana's Under-20 and also helped the team qualify for the tournament, and to take him off at this point in time. I think that Coach Ibrahim Tanko did very well with his substitutions. The only issue that I had with Coach Ibrahim Tanko was that he allowed Congo Brazzaville to control the game for too much in the first half, and we could have scored more goals if he had tweaked things a little bit. And I knew that for sure that it was Gordon Atram who brought in the magic as an assistant coach, because heading into the after, he kept telling Ibrahim Tanko what to do, and I think that that led to what made Ghana get that goals in the second half. And I think that Coach Ibrahim Tanko must be up and doing with his plan B. You don't have to sit down till the second half to bring your plan B. And I think overall, Ibrahim Tanko did well, but has to step up on his game plan. Well, the fifth lesson that I took from this game is that Emmanuel Yeboah is indeed a great player. Yes, proud to the game as Samoajan came to tweet that Ghanaians should watch out for Emmanuel Yeboah, 99 ideas. And guess what? The player went to bed, woke up, came onto the pitch in the second half, scored 2 goals and got 1 assist. And Emmanuel Yeboah is that player. Is that player that we need in the national team. And I think that in our next game, if he started, I'm sure he will do well. So far in the Black Meteors team, he has scored 5 goals in 2 games. 3 goals in the friendly match against Zamalek and 2 goals at the start of the tournament. And Emmanuel Yeboah is a good prospect and must be given more chance in the Black Meteors. It doesn't mean that if you are not a big player, you shouldn't be starting matches. He's a big player. Look at his height. He's good in the air. He's good with passes when it comes to assists. It's good when it comes to scoring goals. And it wasn't surprising for me to see Emmanuel Yeboah score that penalty that Akomensa was even struggling to score. And I think that, yes, Emmanuel Yeboah is that player, and we have to really give him the chance in the Black Meteors squad. Well, the 6th point is that I think that one of the lessons I learned from the game is that the Black Meteors failed to make good use of set pieces. Set pieces, corner balls, and Akomensa was flying it away. The first 2 corner kicks, and Charlie, that guy, where we go take him from? I learned he's from Bechem United or something. First 2 corner kicks, and the guy squandered our corner kicks. They gave him a penalty. He said he will take the penalty, and he missed 2 penalty kicks. And I'm sure that if you watch very carefully, we got 9 free kicks in the game. Unfortunately, it didn't go well. I saw Fatari Saku take one. It went bad. The rebound was also bad. And Charlie, set pieces were bad for the Black Meteors in the game against Congo Brazzaville. And you saw when Congo got their free kick, they nearly made Ghana paid for it with that nice training session that they had on the pitch. And I think that Ghana has to work on set pieces. It is one issue we have in the Blasters, and it is also coming to the Black Meteors. You have to work on our set pieces, get a game plan for the set pieces, and I'm sure it will work out. Well, I think the 7th thing that I also picked up from the game is that there were times of poor defending from the Black Meteors team. Yes, Terry Yede did very well, but his partner was struggling. And Edmond Akomensa, that guy's position was really leaking. And the other side of the flanks, they were all leaking. That is why the Guinea team was always moving the ball to the flank. They couldn't come through the middle. And I think that we have to work on our defending really hard. And that was why I think that we paid for that 2 late goals, because the defenders were off. They went to bed after Ghana scored the 3rd goal, and the Congolese also took advantage of that to get the 2 late goals. They nearly got a 3rd goal, but for the sake of Danlad Ibrahim. And I think that in our defending, we also have to work on that one as well. And that leads me, the other lesson I learned from the game is that Danlad Ibrahim, what is wrong with our goalkeeper? You've played under 17, 20, 23, and you are still struggling to maintain alertness in the game. Considering that 2 late goals, I think that was very bad on his part. Danlad Ibrahim should have saved Ghana. He saved us a couple of times in the game with that great saves, but after he scored that 3 goals, I don't know whether he was head swollen. We have to know that we want to qualify for the Olympic Games tournament. So Danlad Ibrahim, next time, step up on your performance. Also, lastly, I think that one thing that we don't really work on is our penalties, and we paid for it over here. We shouldn't wait till the knockout phases that will be scrambling for who are penalty takers and all that. We have to seriously work on our penalties now and now. That should be the final thing we do at our training sessions. After each training session, Coach Ibrahim Tanko and his technical team must ensure that these players are training on their penalties. Look at what Edmond Akomensa did. 2 straight penalties and he missed it. And when Emmanuel Yeboah took it, he just placed it in, and that was it. As simple as that. Our penalties are very bad, and the rebound as well. Charlie, rebound too, we did mess up with them. We have to work on all these things, and these are the 10 lessons I picked up from Ghana's game against Congo Brazzaville. That will be it for this episode of Sports Update Ghana. Share your thoughts in the comment section on what you make of Ghana's performance in the game against Congo Brazzaville in the ongoing Under-23 AFCON tournament. Until then, my name is Joseph Adamafio. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment.